Hey everybody, good morning, good morning. I am back for a random pop-up like always. Um, and I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's week is going well. And I just wanted to come on here and talk about grieving relationships that no longer serve me because this is something that I'm realizing that I am doing, and this is something that I'm realizing that I have to allow myself to do. Because I can be the type of person that kind of just suppress and just keep it pushing. But when you speak about grieving, we always think about grieving somebody who is no longer here, somebody who passed away. But grieving is also stepping away from relationships and that we had with people that just no longer served us, or we had to cut ties for ourselves, or whatever the case may be. And this is something that I realize that I'm doing, and I need to allow myself to do. I mean, I am, as I speak about no contact with my mom, and I'm learning to allow myself to grieve the relationship, allow myself to grieve and the mother that I didn't have and the mother that I did have. Um, I also walked away from a 10-year friendship that no longer served me, and that friendship definitely modeled the type of relationship that I had with my mom. And they say when you experience trauma, you tend to seek out intimate partners that emulate your parent, but you also get into connections with friends, so-called friends, even work. And that's something that the moment I decided to go no contact with my mom last year, I also decided to walk away from a friendship because I kind of was able to allow myself to step back and like kind of just think about the reflect on the relationship and realize that this is not something that no longer serves me, and this is not something that I a connection that I want to be in. And it's hurtful. It's hurtful. It's powerful when you walk away from something that no longer serves you, but it is also hurtful when you have to disconnect yourself from people who you actually love and care about. Because obviously, I care about my mom. I love my mom, and I cared about my friend at the time and loved her. But I need to love myself first, and and respect my boundaries and learn what my boundaries are. But it can be hurtful because you have like so many memories, good, all memories weren't bad. They were some good memories. These are people who you known for so long and were used to. And and not only that, you start to also feel the anger that you had too towards them, and the disappointment towards them. So allow myself to kind of feel those emotions, and learning to grieve, learning to grieve those connections that I had to walk away from. And it is difficult, one day at a time. But I definitely did see the patterns with my friend that I was close with. I did see the connections and the patterns, the codependency tendencies, the passive aggressive, the gaslighting, um, the jokes that were like insults, all of that stuff. And I felt like the moment I went no contact with my mom, it was kind of like a domino effect. And I was able to kind of really look at the relationships that I have around me. Next is going to be this job, because I'm realizing the unhealthy attachments that I have to work environments. Um, and that feeling of, I won't be able to disconnect. I'm so used to this. I'm so comfortable with this, but it no longer serves me. And that's the same thing that I was going through with, my mom and my ex best friend. Um, and maybe I'll do a video kind of going into details of like, why I stepped away from my best friend. But, you know, I wish them the best. I pray for them, I don't, I wish them the best, but I have to put myself first, and I'm still grieving. I'm still grieving, um, those connections, and that's okay. That's okay. And it's a difficult process, and I'm grateful for therapy. I'm grateful for these communities that I found, um, and just reminding myself that this is all part of the process. Um, I've also kind of realized that I tend to want to control what's around me, but when I do that, I tend to forget about myself. I'm always thinking about the past, and if I'm not thinking about the past, I'm thinking about the future, but I'm not being present in the moment. I'm not taking care of my mental health in the moment. I'm not taking care of my physical health in the moment because my mind is elsewhere. And hopefully my alarm went off. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm not taking care of myself in the moment, and also being able to find joy. I haven't allow myself to tap in my present moment and think about the stuff that or the things that I want now that'll make me happy, because sometimes I feel like I gotta skip a step and just jump into the what's coming next, the what's now, when that's not important at the moment. I can't control that. So in allowing myself to let go of the control comes with allowing myself to kind of feel the feelings that I'm feeling now, and being able to kind of focus on myself now, which is grieving, which is taking care of my mental health, which is trying to discover the things that make me happy, um, you know, getting my physical health right. I definitely need to make some appointments for the new year to make sure that I'm okay, physically, which is super important, which is a part of self care. And when I'm not being present, I'm not allowing myself to do all these things. And I'm going to allow myself to grieve, and just continue the process. But I just wanted to kind of pop up on here just super randomly and just kind of give y'all like you know, a little epiphany that I felt last night up into this morning. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.